Kaden Chamber Gwanen Jason de Guzon to Yemundo Zaldo. So okay, so try telling once again. So last time we discussed till here, right? Not here. Maybe so Cuban so Lukajulamnam. Cuba number Chingilop, right? To grant your blessing that I may follow in your image. So we already know about this, the Torjichang to our own root guru, right? We visualize that and we pray, supplicate it. So by that supplication, then we may follow in your lineage. So what is that lineage? So that lineage is meditation, right? Meditation. I already tell you about the lineage. So to get that lineage, to follow that lineage, so we have to meditate. Nothing else. Just meditation is the main path, right? So to meditate, so then there is also different stages. As in this particular prayer, it shows, it shows like foot of meditation, head of meditation, body of meditation. So last time we have this question, right? Detachment is the fruit of meditation. Devotion is the I think devotion is the head of meditation. Non-distraction is the body of meditation. Can you please explain? So we will discuss on first two, right? So here is, wait a minute. How can I do that? Okay. So it reads like that, I'm going through this text, because when I finish this explanation, you can, remember through the text, read again and again. So it will little bit benefits, more benefits, right? So that's why I'm going through the text. As thought, detachment is the fruit of meditation. Attachment to the food and wealth disappear. To the disappears to the great meditator who give up ties of this life. Grant your blessing that attachment to gain and honor ceases. So this is the main, the verse, stanza to, explain the food of meditation. So actually, if we don't have food, we cannot walk, right? If we have aim to go somewhere, then we have to need the food, right? So as same, so we are going to get enlightenment, right? To get the lineage of Kayupa, right? So for that we need a food. So that is like in here the explicitly it denotes right this life's attachment and detachment, or it's sometimes we call it renunciation. So without renunciation of this life, then we cannot walk, you know attach, like that, the uh, ties of this life means attachment to this life, and attachment to the samsara, and there is another attachment to the liberation. There's three kinds of attachments, so we have to give up all those ties. For now it denotes, that this time, this life's attachment. So like we attachment to our family, we attachment to our name, fame, reputation, all those things, right? And we get anger towards whatever is not go as our wish. Then we anger, and between that we are in delusion. So these are the tie which bind us in this samsara. So we have to get up from this tie. So okay, normally the in there is a the preliminary practice. So common preliminary practice. This stanza shows the common preliminary practice in implicitly, right? So here it so shows the the how we not to attach to this very life. So for that we have to know the the human precious human body. Then we have to know the impermanent of this human body. Then after that we know the we have to die, and after we die then we go in terms of our activity, right? Negative action, positive actions. So through that, and we pray we may get a better life in next life. So okay, that is also okay. But in next life, if we get a better life, then and uh, and then again we may fall in the samsara. So all this samsara is not in not in the the happiness place. It's not pure. It will like, so that's why it's called cyclic existence, cyclic, like always come up down up down up down, and this like that. So our happiness in this samsara is not permanent. So we have to think all those things. So these are the practice of preliminary, especially this stanza shows, and this standard denotes us that. So we have to give up the ties of this life, and also we have to we don't have to feel next life I will be that and that. Next life I will become the higher being, like that. That is also a kind of tie. So we have to give up that also, tie of samsara, little bit bigger. And then we have then we may have liberation. And there's another type of tie, so we will discuss on next little bit later. So we this is what shows in there, right? So once we know the meaning of samsara, we know where are we attached, where our mind is attaching. So it means this common preliminary is like, as the Gampopa's the four teachings. Among them, the first one, the mind should go to the Dharma. So without going our mind Dharma, we will not get enlightenment, right? So to go our mind to the Dharma, we have food, right? We need to have a food, have food. Without food, we cannot walk. So that food is this renunciation or the detachment to this life, and as well as the next life, the tie of next life, attachment to this life and attachment to the next life. It means the attachment to the whole samsara. So that's why if we give up the attachment to this life and whole samsara, then we are able to walk. Our mind is going to the dharma. So that means we have food. So that's why the detachment is the food of the meditation. So this is very important. Okay, so now we jump into here. As taught, devotion is the head of meditation, and the guru opens the gate to the treasury of profound oral instruction to the great meditator who always turns to him. Grant your blessing to uncontrived devotion arise from within, right? So we have food of meditation. We can walk now, right? We are not stick in the samsara. We already know we already give up the tie of samsara, right? So we are able to walk. So that only that, having that is not enough. So we have to need someone who has experienced, who walk through this samsara to the liberation, right? So that is the guru. So that's why it's like, the driver or a leader. If you don't have a good driver, we cannot reach the way our aim, the place where we need to go, right? So that's why it's very important, the leader or the one who lead us. So that is the guru. So in this stanza, it shows, the preliminary of, uncommon preliminary, like, to devotion, to, refuge, to take refuge to the three jewels, then, and what, to, cultivate bodhicitta, and then we have there's another, the obscurations that we recite the number, the the Om Benza Sadhu Samaya, right? There's a mantra. So, and then we have to have the, mandala practice. And then after that, then we have the Guru Yoga. So these four are uncommon preliminary, right? It means that, from the Gambupas, for Dharma, it's, Dharma going to, Dharma going to the right path, right? So we already, our mind already go to the, going to the Dharma, and then that Dharma should be go in a right path, right? So that's why, in the refuge, to when we recite the refuge time, that why that time, at the same time we also recite the, cultivate the bodhicitta. So bodhicitta means, we take refuge to the three jewels, and we already know the defeats of samsara, and we are trying to get out from this samsara and get liberation. And that is not enough. If we get liberation, and all our, as in taught in the, the 37 practices in bodhisattva, so it says like that, if we are get enlightenment, liberation, then all our mothers who have taken care of us from the beginningless time, they are suffering in samsara, and that our own liberation is nothing, right? Our mothers are suffering. So that's why generating bodhicitta is very important. So it means we have an attachment to the liberation. So that's why I said, three type of attachment to the to the, to different things. First, attachment to the this life, and then another one is the attachment to the whole samsara. Then now, attachment to the liberation. It means self-liberation, our own liberation. So to antidote this kind of three kinds of liberation, three kinds of attachment, we have detachment. So the antidote of this one, the attachment to the liberation, is to generate bodhicitta. So that's them. So all these things are, we have to practice in these uncommon preliminaries, and dharma should go to the right track. So this is like that. So first we are refuge, then we, reciting the Vajrasattva mantra, then we have mandala practice, then last we have Guru Yoga. So it means here the Guru who can opens the gate of the treasure of profound. So in Mahamudra practice, all these are Kaju tradition, Guru is very important. So we have to visualize our Guru as a, the manifestation of three jewels. Like his body is the manifestation of, uh, okay, his mind is manifestation of the Buddha, right? Dharmakaya. And his body, his speech is manifestation of the Dharma. His body is manifestation of the Sangha. So as like that, and there is three roots and all those things. Actually, the Guru is the one who is everything to us, who can lead us to the liberation. So he is the leader. So he is like a head to meditate, He is like our eyes, eyes in the head, right? So without that head, we cannot meditate. We cannot get that lineage, Kajuba lineage. So that's why Guru is the head of meditation, and the detachment or the renunciation is the foot of meditation. So once we have these two, our head, we can lead us, and our foot, which can we can walk through, we're not attached to this kind of samsaric or this kind of things. So we are able to walk. We have leader. We can, our guru. We have like a head. So now, okay, this is like that. So we will stop here. The body of meditation we will discuss on next time. So I hope you understand a little bit. Okay, so now we will pray. Thank you, everyone.